Hi friends, it's Tracy from the Financial Freedom Diary, and today we are back to do my paycheck budget number 1 for the month of July. I know everything is backwards. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe below. Hope y'all are having a super fantastic day. I'm going to apologize up front. One, you got an echo in the room. All the furniture has been moved into what I'm calling my office space. So it is very echoey in here right now. And two, there is some fireworks about that because today is July 4th, and I think you just heard that. All right, so with the move, a lot of things have gotten shuffled around. So the bills that are due on the 1st or between the 1st and the 14th is very heavy because my rent, of course, has increased like by $700 and something. So I have my monthly budget here, and I think I told you guys about my youngest son. He moved out and everything. I wish he had moved out when we were in the process of moving, but I'm not going to talk about that. I keep trying to make sense out of stuff that don't make sense. But anyway, I'm going to zoom you guys in just a little bit so that way you can see what I'm doing. But I already wrote in my categories. My salary for my first paycheck is $26.41. The rent for my oldest son is $150, and I moved some money over from my bill sinking fund just to cover this paycheck. As you can see, I can't do any kind of savings out of this check. Everything has to be saved from my second paycheck. So let me get you guys zoomed in, and I'll be right back. Well, all right, and I apologize also. Third thing is it's a little bit dark. I have to find my other lamp to help brighten this up a little bit. I'm not turning on the overhead light because it throws a lot of shadows and stuff, and so it's very, very annoying for me to look at. So I'm not going to put any numbers up here because I want you guys just to kind of see what I was feeling like I was going to experience with this first paycheck before the move, because I didn't know how the bills would start to shuffle around. I didn't know about like what was going on with the utilities and stuff like that. So I've been here and I have like gotten 2 utility bills for the house, and one came in the very last day of the month is when it was due, and then the other one was due on the 1st of the month. So what I'm doing is paying that out of paycheck number 2. So as soon as I get the bill on the 15th or 16th, I'm going ahead and paying it. And then I don't have to worry about that being a part of paycheck budget number 1. Now, internet, that's something that automatically comes out. So I don't really, it comes out when it comes out. So I don't really have very much control over that. So like my son's, that money comes out of my check, and that's $60. That's like something that's done through the credit union, so I don't really deal with that. Health insurance is $15, and identity theft is $3. And I do track these expenses right here, health insurance, identity theft, just because I've had things like get jacked up and then they have to give me a credit later. And so I like to be able to find when things change and I'm paying attention to things. So rent is $17.60, and I believe that includes trash this month. I'm not sure if they charged me what they were supposed to. I kind of feel like they were supposed to charge me more, but we'll see. My internet was due on the 1st, and that was, I'm going to budget $120. I have to look at the bill and see what exactly it was. And so my gas, I'm budgeting $150. And you guys know I work a hybrid schedule, so I go to work 2 to 3 days out of the week, and then I work from home the rest of the week. I'm going to try to whittle that down a little bit more. But yeah, one of the things that happened while I was going through all the things, so $60 plus 15 plus 3 plus $17.60 plus 120 plus 150. It's $21.08. I don't know. Calculator usage in my left hand, I don't trust it. 60 plus 15 plus 3 plus 17.60 plus 120 plus 150. 21.08. So yep, fireworks about to get kicked off. My neighbors across the way are sitting outside on lawn chairs watching it. So 2108. And there was a lot of fireworks last night too. And so you can see this is really high compared to what I was doing before. And so if we look at this right here, 2640, right? 2641 minus 150 is only 2491. And this doesn't include how we're going to eat for the next 2 weeks. So, and y'all know I like to take all my cash envelopes, call them sinking funds, all of my cash envelopes out in one paycheck, just one time, get it over with. So groceries was $7.50 because there's 5 Sundays. Dining out, all my restaurant money is $100. Household is $75, and my personal is $100. And y'all don't know how happy I am not to have to keep going to the restaurants and stuff like that. As much as I don't like cooking, I really don't care to go to different places finding food. So $7.50 plus 100 is $8.50, plus 75 is $9.25, plus 100 is $10.25. And so you saw my cash envelope stuffing video on Sunday where I stuffed $1,025. And so you can see these two right here already is way more money. Far exceeds what I bring in. So let's see how much. 2108 plus 1025 is 3133. Subtract out my paycheck, 2641 minus 150. And so I'm short $342 if I keep going like this. So what I did while I was on break was I just saved whatever I had, and I made like a bills sinking fund. So that's the third category you guys see up here in the income is the bills sinking fund. And so I'm just going to budget $342 just so we can just get a zero-based budget. Just to make sure I can cover everything with this check. So that's how it's going to work, is I'm just going to take some money out of paycheck number 2, make sure I cover my sinking funds, which I have right here. But you'll see I did not in the monthly budget put bills sinking fund. I have a household sinking fund, and maybe the household should be the bills. I don't know. I'll rethink it, because household is really like other kind of supplies like laundry and stuff like that, and any kind of maintenance stuff I may have to have done around here. They do have maintenance, but there are certain things I have to take care of. So this 1066 going to the emergency fund is not right in the monthly budget. I'm gonna have to short that so I can make sure I can cover everything from my budget, paycheck number 1 with paycheck number 2. So I'm gonna have to make a note to myself to take care of that with paycheck number 2. So that ain't gonna be right. So 2641 plus 150 plus 342, 3133 is my total. So not much going to be going on, and I am making sure that I am living within my means, y'all. 2108, and so that left me with 1025 after the bills are covered. And of course 1025, that is going to be 0. And so nothing is going to sinking funds. Thank the Lord I don't have any debt, and I'm not saving anything in this paycheck. And so we have a zero-based budget. So that's what I'm having to do just to make sure I can cover paycheck number 1. I knew it was going to be really heavy. I didn't know how the other bills were going to shake out, because you know a lot of my bills before, you know, rent came out of my very first paycheck, but that was it before. I didn't have to worry about the other stuff, and I've got the light bill to where it comes out of paycheck number 2. As soon as I get it, I pay it, and that's that on that. My internet is auto, my phone is auto, but they'll be coming out of paycheck. Not the internet comes out of paycheck number 1, but the phone and the utilities are going to come out of paycheck number 2. So that reduces a lot on that one, that second paycheck. Sorry, I just heard a door slam. Must be my son. And so this one right here, I need to add in the bill sinking fund. And so I'm just making a note for myself. Paycheck number 2. Remember. So I have to kind of think ahead, because looking at my monthly budget is kind of hard to look at the breakdown per paycheck and how it's really going to hit. Because it just lets me know I can cover everything without even having to worry about the bill sinking fund. But really the bill sinking fund is something to cover the next paycheck that's going to hit, because ain't no money around here. But anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. Thank y'all so much for being patient and sticking around with me. I was just like, I knew everybody was like gonna unsubscribe because I just could not post. But yeah, I have been working some very long hours, and then trying to get moved in here, trying to get settled. Then when my son moved out, it was just like, oh my God, and he left a mess. And it was like, okay, I gotta clean this, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, and how can I be everywhere? And it's crazy. And then work, they gave me an intern, which nobody asked me if I wanted an intern, because I would have said no this year because my projects are too demanding this year, and I just can't do due diligence by that person. And so my coworker, she stepped in, so she's working with the intern, and I'm helping out by going into the office to make sure, you know, he's working and whatever else, and giving him projects and stuff, and taking him to my meetings and things like that. So I'm helping out, but I can't do it full time. And so yeah, that was the other little thing that they kind of threw in there. And I found out like day of, because I'm like, I thought we weren't getting an intern this year. So I was super excited. But then we got an intern, and I'm like, oh great, y'all don't even ask. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much for being patient with me. Thank y'all for returning, and your warm welcome back to the YouTuber sphere. I am going to try to keep uploading. I'm just going to have to reduce the schedule until I can get back to the way things were. It's just very hard right now, and I can't. Every time I think we're going to end something, we're going to get the first rollout of something, one of the originals, and I call them the originals because the managers stack the project with their pets, and those people have done absolutely nothing but create problems. And I had pulled somebody in with me, and without her I wouldn't even got the progress I got so far. So we just got one more issue, and so once we could put that to bed, everything else is just building on that foundation. And so it's hopefully that one will calm down, but my other project is going to kick off, and so it's more intense than this one. So it's like I'm not getting a break. So I'm going to try to do my uploads like 2 to 3 times a week. So it's going to be either Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll have a video up for you guys, and I will try to make sure that if I can't post, that I try to put something on the community wall. And that was another thing. When we moved in here, we didn't have internet for like 13 or 14 days because we had to have Comcast come out, then a contractor had to come out because the rental company wouldn't let us add a hole for the wiring for the internet. And so it's an internal wall, so a contractor had to come in and rip the wall out so they can get to and fix whatever the problem was. So it was a mess. But anywho, thank y'all so much for y'all patience and dealing with me and all this stuff I have to deal with right now. And I appreciate y'all so much. And so thank you to everybody that reached out to me on Instagram, or you sent me an email or whatever, text, because Miss BS, she's been chatting with me. But yeah, life has just been, it just threw me up, just threw everything out of the way. But I will talk to you guys later. You guys have a super fantastic Thursday. So yeah, I hope your 4th was a good one, and these fireworks did not scare y'all. So y'all have a great one. Bye.